And almost everything that we would support is not you get a participation trophy. Yeah, if you go back to the trophy things, it seems to me that you can kind of identify it as three different ways of doing this. One way of presenting medals, trophies, one thing or another is participation. You showed up, you got something. Um, the other end of the spectrum is one person won, right? So there's one person, and that could be the student of the month, which usually is like a subjective thing, or whoever got the most stripes, or whoever, there's only one person. Or there's the middle ground, which is, if you got 30 stripes, you get a trophy. If you got 20 stripes, you get a trophy. If you completed 10 job lists, you get a trophy. So there's a standard. In other words, it's like in an A in a class. There's a standard by which you had to do the assignments, a standard by which you had to achieve, and at that standard, then you got the award. And almost everything that we would support is not you get a participation trophy. It's always you had to earn it. And in almost all cases, it's not one person's going to be a winner. Anybody who achieves the standard is going to be the winner. And you can always have, a trophy for something for whoever did the best on something, but you don't want to mostly do that. You want to mostly have a standard and a very high standard. If you're doing trophies, you get the trophy if you hit the highest standard, and you hit a medal if you hit the next standard, and you hit a ribbon if you get the next standard. But it has to be behavioral based, and it has to be something that everybody, if they do the work, can achieve, and if they don't do the work, they're not going to receive.